First, let me say if this video seems a little out of focus, it's because I'm not wearing my glasses. And I'm focused in the camera according to my nearsighted vision. I got a letter from the Social Security Administration yesterday regarding SSI. Now, those of you who don't know the function of SSI, when a senior turns 65, the Social Security system brings them up to the poverty level if their Social Security check is like under $900 or whatever. So I get some SSI, and it comes from 2 different states because I worked in 2 different states. One state I worked in security as a first lieutenant investigator and 911 police worker, as well as an electronic technician. And in another state I worked in security. And then I retired because of injuries to my shoulder and spine over the collective number of years from accidents in vehicles, company vehicles. So I get lots of pain. If I just walk down the street, I got to stop because of the pain, and I'm always taking aspirin. And the pain goes from the shoulder to the upper middle spine, and then into the bones in the chest. You know, the breastbones or whatever you call them, the sternum, I guess. And it hurts, you know. And I gotta sit down and go, damn. The SSI Department of Social Security says in this letter that the state has decided to cut the SSI by $20. Well, they cut it by $5 last year, and a few months before that they cut it by $20. So over the period of the last 3 years, the SSI has been cut by $45. That's 12% of the total amount of money that I would get, which originally was $890 a month, and I could live on that. Not easy, but I could. You know, you go to the dollar store, right? But now they've cut out $40, $45 more, so I make less trips to the dollar store, I guess, and this starts in July. They're cutting the other $20 in July. And I call this an abomination wrought by Republican governors. More than likely they're Republican governors who decided they're going to cut the state's money to seniors. So I'm thinking what we need to do is we need all the American veterans who are still alive and who may be collecting supplemental Social Security insurance, SSI, to bring them up to the poverty level, because, hey, the poverty level can't go down, correct? The poverty level always rises. So I've lost $45 of my income, which is a fixed income, because we got ripped off from the 2.5% cost of living allowance increase for 2 years. So over the last 3 years, I've probably lost a couple $1,000 that would pay the rent, you know, or buy food, or buy gas. So now I will have to buy less gas. That means the state will get less taxes from the gas, and so will the federal government. I'll have to buy less food, and some of the things that you buy in a dollar store are taxable, not food, but some things that you need, and some things like from the pharmacy that you need are taxable. So I'll be buying or spending less money, which means less taxes going into the state and the federal treasury. Well, any first year student who's studying to become an economist knows that to stimulate the economy, what you have to do is put money into the hands of the people so that they spend the money, and then more taxes go into the government's treasury, state and federal. But instead, these morons are cutting the down incomes from people, which means they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're going to get less income to their treasuries. So Tom Hartman will tell you, and you should be watching Tom Hartman's The Big Picture Comes on every night, a couple times a night. And in the mornings on the West Coast, the regular Thom Hartmann show is a 2-hour show. So there's like 4 hours of Thom Hartmann on TV Monday through Friday, and some reruns on the weekends. When you listen to this man, you know that he knows what's wrong with America. He knows what to do to fix everything. And he also knows American history, which Sarah Palin doesn't, and neither did George Bush. So we need educated, intelligent people as our leaders, not these morons that the Republicans pick to be our leaders. They don't qualify to be our leaders. In fact, Sarah Bachman could probably, what's her name? Bachman? I don't know her first name. She could probably lead the country better, but she's in with the good old Republican boys, the GOP, because they're not leaders either. What they are some kind of, I don't know, they're diablos. They're cutting people and taking away bargaining rights from unions, and even the, the National Nurses United organization is now up in arms and having demonstrations. So I say to all you National Nurses United, join with the AFL-CIO, the UAW, the National Veterans Association, all of the school teachers, come together under the banner of the American People's Liberty Party, and then put up people to run for every office that's available. Like, pick 3 people from your area to run for Congress from your district. One, let them run as Republican, the other one as a Democrat, one as an independent. One of them will win. And it doesn't matter which party they win, because they'll be actually a member of the American People's Liberty Party whose philosophy is to reverse the damage that all of the career politicians in the last 10 or 20 years have done to this country. You know, national career politicians have destroyed our country. And according to the news, we're heading into another deeper depression. And according to Thom Hartmann, the Republicans are trying to make the Great Depression of 2012 so they can blame it on Obama. And their philosophy is thinking that that will make one of their people get elected. And we say, no, 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 you guys are morons, you're retarded. We don't want you anymore. Paul Ryan, there's about 200 million Americans who want you to resign today. Now Obama, I haven't heard him say, well, let's increase the federal minimum wage so that we can get more money into circulation, and we'll actually get more money into the Treasury through taxes that way. No, he don't say that. Do you hear him say, oh, well, let's put in at least one free university in every state so that we don't have to bring in foreigners on an H-1N1 visa to take an American job? You don't hear him saying that. And you don't hear him saying, well, the seniors have been robbed of their COLAs for 2 years, and now the states are taking money out of their SSI. Let's double the basic Social Security retirement check. You don't hear him saying that. What's he saying? Send more billions over to Afghanistan. Send more over to Iraq. Yeah. You don't hear him saying, I want one company to introduce a solar-powered automobile, something like a Volkswagen size, so that the solar panels operate a generator that charges the batteries, so that you don't have to go to the gasoline pumps, and if the damn grid went down, you couldn't get gasoline anyway because the pumps depend on electricity. If you had solar panels incorporated into the roof, hood, and trunk of your vehicle, they would be charging the batteries. You wouldn't have to go fill up nowhere. And you could also augment it by plugging into the electric socket if you wanted to. But if your solar cells are running a generator while you're home sleeping during the day, if you sleep during the day, or it's parked outside where you work, the generator is running from the solar cells charging those batteries. You don't have to plug it into anything. So I say the UAW, the AFL-CIO, the National Nurses United, and all the school teachers in this country and all the veterans in this country come together under the banner of the American People's Liberty Party and start putting in your own candidates and then write in Tom Hartman for president. Now, you know, when you run for an office like congressman or senator, you got to pay some kind of a $10,000 filing fee. Well, to me, that's democracy for sale. And it should be outlawed. It should be illegal. But in the meanwhile, until we can get that outlawed, go to one of my other videos that show the American People's Liberty Party bumper sticker, like this. And print it out, if you can snap a picture and print it out, or you can contact Vista Print, which is here on the internet. Just Google Vista Print, and then get their email address and email them and say, you want a Tom Hartman's for President bumper sticker. And I think they cost a couple dollars. You know, everything, all the stuff that I've bought from Vista Print, I paid for out of my own pocket, like business cards and like these postcards. I don't know if you can see that, but there's another video where I got a pretty good clear picture of them. But you can ask for that. You can ask for a American People's Liberty Party t-shirt, and we also have cards that says the bearer is a party leader. In other words, every one of you guys out there, whether you're a nurse or a teacher or a union worker or a veteran, you become a party leader. And get together and buy some of these cards from Vista Print. And I don't get any kickbacks from Vista Print. You know, I found them on the web. They're reasonably priced. And if you want these materials, you'll have to buy them from Vista Print. And like I said, my only connection with them is that whatever I design, they print and I pay for it. But they're reasonable, so I can afford it. But I can't afford it every day, you know, like once a month. Get some business cards, get some bumper stickers, get some t-shirts, get some postcards, and give them out to your peers. And let's change America. You know, Obama ran on a platform of change. The only damn thing he's changed is that I have less money now in my Social Security check. That's a change I don't need, and neither do you. And this guy, Paul Ryan, he says, anybody over 55, they won't be hurt by our program. You know they all lie, just like Wiener. You see him lie? I believed that somebody hacked his Twitter account. I actually believed him. Now, a week later, he comes out and says, well, I lied. So what kind of lies are the Congress telling us? What kind of lies are lurking in Paul Ryan's head and all those Republicans like him and all the Republican governors? We need to recall all the Republican governors. Recall all the Republican congressmen and many of the Democrats. Look at their voting record, the Democrats. They vote with the Republicans, boot them out. Run somebody in your organization to take their place. And all of America will vote for you because you belong to the American People's Liberty Party. The party that will bring social justice back to America. The party that will be led by Tom Hartman if he's sitting in the White House. Now that's up to you. Like I said, these cards say bearer is a party leader. I'm just the guy spreading the word. Call me Paul Revere or Thomas Jefferson or FDR. I'm just spreading the word. Well, I can't talk till I'm blue in the face. Now it's up to you.